Hello everyone, it's Jebro. Today we're talking about the Amalgam on the last day of the beta. I was finishing at 10 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. I wanted to give you some thoughts, and you're probably thinking, where's Jebro's video about the engineer, the Amalgam, the new elite specialization coming with the next expansion in October of 2025? But it's here. And I'm going to give you maybe a couple of builds and just talk about my first impressions, if I'm enjoying it, if I think it's fun, and if it's something maybe you should think about playing in the expansion. And obviously you should play everything in the expansion. You should just play all the things all the time. Give them a bash. If you don't like it, you don't have to play it. But you know, if you're an engineer player, you're going to flip and love this one. It is a lot of fun. I've been playing power builds, I've been playing condition builds, playing bruiser builds. Not really supportive, honestly. It's a bit more on the Holosmith end of things. It's not really, and the kind of, I guess, like you got the Mechanist, which is, you know, popping through now, featured, which can do kind of everything. And then you've got Scrapper, which can kind of do everything. And then you've got Holosmith, which isn't supportive really at all. And then you've got this, which isn't really supportive at all. Well, I mean, it really depends, because it can give out some things, which is pretty nice. And we can go through that as we go through the traits and whatnot, which is kind of fun. But basically, I'm going to go through the evolve mechanic, which is the Amalgam. It's combined with a ooze. It's joined together through Asuran ingenuity. And we are the host to a mercurial mold. You are able to command it using selectable morph skills that replace your tool belt skills, or even fully merge with it to evolve into a superior being. The engineer is a superior being, Morph skills selected will alter the composition of the mercurial mold, changing the bonuses it grants you when you evolve. Gain access to stance utility skills. So utilities are all stances. So stance heal, stance utilities, and stance elite. And you're going to get 4 utility skills here. You get the 1 heal, you get the elite, and then you get a bunch of skills on your tool belt. And this is new for engineer as well. So what they've done is that the engineer normally, like on the heal, you can see here, when you switch your heal, you get an adjoining effect on the tool belt skill. So like heal gives you toss elixir H, for example. So if you put down something like, you know, if you put slick shoes normally in the second one, you get a stun break here. A stun break, which is not there now, and it's not changing. So what's happening? Well, the fun thing is they're just giving us a bunch of skills to put in, like we've got the utilities here, where we can slot whatever we want here. But we've got a certain amount of skills. So remember, you can't use your utilities to get specifics to the skills here anymore, like the flip overs for like the stun breaks and etc. You're going to be able to select though one of these 7 skills for each slot. So you're going to get 3 slots, you got 7 skills. Some of them you just do a ton of damage, like this one, which is kind of nuts, and is actually the one I'm going to use there. Well, actually, I'm probably not going to use that one. I don't remember what one I just had there, so we're going to find out. But I'm pretty sure it's that one. 8 stacks of bleeding. You've also got offensive protocol shred, which looks really cool and is a big pierce. And if you just throw out these discs, like laser cut, like kind of just, they look like the a rotator saw disc that you just throw out. It was really, really cool. And that's from the mold. And then you've got this demolish, which is really, really fun. You just swing this massive hammer around, and then you do a big blast at the end as well. And then when you've got the evolve as well, you get berserker strain. So evolving grants you stability and heals you based on the percentage of damage dealt to enemies. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of the bruiser effect of this build. Really, it's really, really cool. You've got a lot of survivability through things like that, and obviously through things like this. And it's the defensive protocol. So you've got offensive protocols and you've got defensive protocols here. So things like this, like cleanse, for example, it gives protection, it gives barrier. And barrier is very cool in this build because you get to heal rapidly over time, but is increased while you have barrier. So if you want a really bruisery solo running around the world build, you're going to want to run with some barrier. Things like shock shield on your hammer is really, really nice as well. And a bunch of different skills that can give you barrier. And you're going to be able to heal, you're going to be able to sustain, you're going to be great. And also you can use symbiotic shielding, which is the heal from Amalgam as well, and that also gives you barrier and magnetic aura as well, so you can reflect things, which is very, very cool. So there's lots of stuff. So what you can see here as well is this replicating strain basically comes from evolve. So when you're evolved, attributes are increased by 10%. You actually heal on an evolve as well, which is 1000. I think that's via the traits though, because I can see that's the blue. And then your attributes are increased, and you gain additional effects based on the morph skills you slotted. So this counts for all of these. Replicating strain, for example, predator strain gives quickness, alacrity. There you get a rapacious strain, which successfully hitting an enemy will cause an additional strike, and is a break stun if you evolve. It's pretty cool. And replicating strain, which is the same here as well. You get replicating strain, which also heals, which is a heal, sorry. And you get the break stun, and you get alacrity for 8 seconds. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts, honestly. Where was the big? It was 8 bleeding. Ooh, they may have changed that actually. I thought it was 8 stacks of vulnerability. Maybe it's not. Maybe I lied to myself. But the reason why I put that in there is because you get 8 stacks of might, 10 stacks of might, which is nuts. On top of the 8 stacks of bleeding, which is cool. And obviously you want to run this in a condition build as well, but still bleeding does some nice stuff in various builds. We've got explosives and we've got firearms. Where's the bleeding trait? There you go. Critical hits have a chance to cause bleeding. We're doing a lot of crit in this. We're doing a lot of crits, and we also gain fury when we inflict bleeding as well. So bleeding works well in engineer, and obviously with conditions here as well, but here we've got for different things, because this is a power build after all. Now innovating, wow, can't read, ally, it's 12 AM. What do you want me to do? Heal every second while you have barrier, and heal when you're evolved. Really cool, really, really cool, really amazing. Let's go off of this and see if it actually changes. It doesn't change there. There you go. Even more so. Damn. That was the 1k there from the tray, of course, as well, which is really, really good. Then we've got like things like the cleansing here, which is the stance skill. So convert conditions to boons when you use a stance skill. Bloody lovely. On evolve, it's 2 removed, and on stance is 1, which stance was all below here. Really, really nice. And then you've got the hardened chrome, which is morph skills, and evolving grant protection to yourself. All very defensive, all very good individually in different occasions. So different things you can do. You've got all of these skills here. You've got 7 which you can pick from, defensive and offensive, which are going to give you different kinds of boons and effects and damage based on which ones you use. Things like cleansing, alacrity, you've got quickness, you've got super speed, you've got combo finishes, you've got blasts, you've got might, you've got bleeding, you've got so much stuff. You've even got a block resistance. Like it's very engineer specific, right? There's the 8 stacks of vulnerability. That's the one I wanted. That's wild. It's actually nuts. Like if you evolve and then use this, you stun for wait. You still stun nearby enemies. Okay, there you go. Which is really, really good. An AoE stun as well. Ooh, damn. That's nuts. This giving this fawns as well is really, really nice. There's just so I'm just like looking at it again and I'm just like, how? This is kind of nuts. This is kind of nuts. But this build I've got here is actually pretty fun as well. Let's go through some of the traits. I'm all over the place. It's been a week. It's really been a week. And I wanted to get some thoughts out there while I'm actually still able to. And I wanted to, and it's last minute, right? So this video is going to be all over the shop. Hybrid vigor, so gain vitality, gain barrier when you use a morph skill. Woo! So this is all your morph skills here. How much barrier do you get? Oh, wow. Holy crap. 783 plus you get vitality as well. That's really nice. Disabling an enemy reduces the cooldown of evolve, so don't forget that's things like stunning. So what do you want to do? You want to get some stuns in there probably, which we have got this one here with offensive protocol. Now if you AoE stun, that's a lot of reduction on 3 seconds. It's a 45-second cooldown, so you can get that pretty low. We could maybe test that out and see if the AoE stun reduces it by a lot more, depending on it's disabling an enemy, so you know we can see how that works. Evolve no longer inherits bonuses from strains, and more skills grant their strain bonus at a reduced duration. So really cool, and probably could just go for that just to show you. Amalgam skills inflict poison on hit. The poison you inflict lasts longer, which is where the condition build comes in, which has been a lot of fun to play as well. Using a morph skill increases your damage for a duration. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Symbiotic synergy. Evolve recharges morph skills. Woohoo! Which is wicked. And deal increased strike damage, so you increase damage by 53%. And the basically and then bang, they're back. Almost like a mini Mesmer Chronomancer kind of esque thing, I guess, if you want to reset the cooldowns immediately. And then you can go back into the stun and probably get this, you get the evolve even quicker. Contagious mutation. Strain enhancement effects are shared to nearby allies when activated with reduced duration. So if you want to, so in raids and in fractals and in other things, you use this, and then guess what you're going to be able to do? Yep, you're going to be able to give alacrity to people. It's going to be nice. Thank you for playing. So yeah, that's how, as long as you can get that boon duration up, obviously concentration whatever and whatnot as well. Whether or not it's possible, like however long you get that up for, I mean, you know, we'll see, but you probably wouldn't go for this, I would say, or maybe you would. I mean, the cooldown is 20 seconds. Evolve, there's a lot of playing around with this and trying to get these cooldowns down as much as you can through stuns, etc. But possible. I mean, it could be a lot of fun, to be fair. We'll leave that there for now, but really awesome. So damage, builds, alacrity, yeah, and other stuff, stability, all of the boons that you can think of, all of the ones, resistance, etc. Stability, quickness as well, don't forget. There you go. So there would be a build where you'd run these two in the power, and then you'd probably run like offensive protocol, something like that for defiance bar breaks in a raid or a fractal, I would assume. But I'm not a professional PvE player, I ain't got a clue. But I would run them just for fun in the open world. So there. And then you've got stance of the mitotic state. So finishing with the traits there. Did we do the last one? Oh no, evolve has 2 charges and grants an increased attribute bonus. Effectiveness increased by 50%. There you can see you've got the cooldown as normal, which is 45 seconds, but you get an extra, it's 2 ammo basically. Which is lovely. Look at that. Loads of different builds can be fought up with. All of these traits are good. All of them. Is there one here where I'm like, this one could be a little bit more obvious what that means in terms of some like where it gets applied, but otherwise pretty cool. Now this is a really cool ability, this solid state stance. Leap into the air as you command your body to compact, stunning enemies upon landing, gaining stability, and increase your outgoing stun durations for a duration. So then you would use this to get into fights, and then you'd use things like offensive protocol to extend stuns and to stun lock flipping. Oh my god, it's so much fun. Sublimate. Gaseous state, which is sublimate, breaking stun from yourself and removing movement impairing conditions and prevent their application, which is really good. Also does some does it do damage? Not really, but it's a good stun break on 20 seconds. What else does it do? That's about it. It's all right. It's pretty good. It's just a stun break. You need stun breaks, you know, you're an engineer. Plasmatic state, and also you're moving around. Like, you know, with this, there's lots of... does it increase movement speed? Yeah, plus 66%. So really, really good movement speed as well. And then you got plasmatic state. So superheat your body and lash out, damaging and burning enemies struck. Your outgoing strike and condition damage is increased for duration. Now, the reason why I've got this is it's just a damage increase, as well as doing core, like base damage. And it's up to 5 people with 300 range. And you'll be able to see some of the effects of some of these abilities as I kind of use them for you here. So this is the kind of, hey, look at the area of effect. It's very short range though, and then these spikes kind of come out. And you got the gaseous kind of like elite as well. Sorry, utility, the gaseous state. Then you've got, let's actually call it plasmatic state, which is right in front of you. That effect is so cool. What is he giving me? Now, I think by the different states you use, I don't know if that's just a bug. I'm not sure why I went yellow. It might be because something specific happened. I think it's because of just, yeah, just this plasmatic state, I guess. But it's just superheat your body, so I think that's the extra effect. And then the elite here, your slime rapidly spins around you, creating a magnetic field. Pull in nearby enemies as a metallic storm swells around you. Does 12 stacks of bleeding, you know, at an interval, 360 range pull, does big defiance bar, 150 damage, and also, obviously, the number of targets is 5. It's good damage as well, honestly, really good damage. We're going to go over here and see what we can do. We're also going to show you very quickly what the other skill is. It's liquid state, which is the one one trait I did show you here, which is where carbolic composition, amalgam skills inflict poison, more duration, increased by 33%. I've been using that, and it's been fun as hell to just wander around as this glob of stuff on the floor and just poison people. I wouldn't use that in this build, potentially, because it doesn't feel appropriate. But we're going to go over here, and we're going to see what's going on, and do some things and some stuff. You'll be able to see some of the damage as well as survivability potentially. I mean, there's a lot of people here as well, to be fair. So maybe we'll just wander somewhere else, but you can see that, damn, again, there's so much vulnerability stacked on there. It's not the best thing to show you there either, to be fair. Lots of vulnerability, and then you get the alacrity as well. Lots of damage coming out. Lots of damage coming out. Big stun. Yeah, we're gonna go and ride in over here, I think. Just get away from these folks a little bit. Again, you can use that as kind of like, you know, movement speed and whatnot as well. Wouldn't mind an elite or a veteran. There you go. Someone else is gonna come over here and hit something from it. This is the combo. Wow. I didn't even have the chance to look at the mob. Wow, that was actually ridiculous. Using that utility skill there. Oh, Jesus Christ, these things die so quickly. I can't even show you. Then the cooldown comes back after using Evolve. Then we get Alacrity and we're back. It's nuts. I don't even know what to really say about this build. The damage is absolutely wild. Like we haven't lost any HP technically because we're just, you know, rocking in most of the barrier here, and there we go. We lost some there, but we're back up pretty quickly, honestly, to be fair. I mean, it didn't take very long. Wow, not using any kits either. No kits. Damage is pretty decent. Like, you know, I'm not going to go to a flipping dummy and show you, because I really can't be bothered with that stuff. I'm not that keen, honestly. And there's no shade to anyone that does that, by the way. It's I can't be bothered. I've not played it enough to be like, ooh, look at me doing damage. I'm just having fun, which is the most important for me in Guild Wars 2, especially as someone who works full time and is just playing the game casually, like most of the Guild Wars 2 community are. And if you, and obviously, like, I've done a bit of work on this, like, you know, I mean, it didn't take me very long to work out some builds, so I think in that regard, it's a really good build to start with. Sorry, really good elite specialization to start with, to be honest. It's just a ton of fun, honestly. It's been so great. But we're gonna just kind of finish this event off, I think. So we can run in, stun them, miss, and then and then miss again, and it's also fun. Use my elite here actually as well. You can see the numbers as well. Like it look pretty, everyone. It look pretty. It's so nice. Big stuns as well. Again, there's no real support. Support in this build is basically you giving alacrity and quickness. Now, I don't think many people seem to realize that you have to kill the columns and stuff at times as well. I'm sure that's something people have been doing.
Need more energy.
But it's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, that didn't work. This should work on there. There you go. No one else is gonna do this. It's just me. I'm not gonna do that. It's boring. We're gonna go back over here and hit some of these mobs. So this is the power build. I'm just gonna run and get into this condition build as well, as I realized that the condition build doesn't really have any stun breaks, so it's gonna be interesting to show you here because I may just die a lot. Okay, we're gonna go to condition build here. We'll change over, we're going to Viper. Now on here, we've just got Berserker stats mostly, and you got beta stats as well from, you know, Celestial and stuff like that. So the damage you're seeing is like not with the best stuff in the world, but it's pretty good. And in condition build, I'm using a spear because we've got lots of burning. We've also got a kit in there, which honestly, I mean, yeah, I think the kit's still useful, but like, you know, poison and burning in there. And of course we got increased condition duration. Yes, we don't have pistols, but it's for the condition duration increase there, as well as expertise and whatnot. And then we got burning because it inflicted longer, and the critical hits increase, give burning as well. And then we've got loads of damage through here, bleeding, blah, blah, blah. We've got this conversion of conditions to boons when you use the stance skill we've got as well, because honestly, like, you don't have much defense here. Like, other than maybe liquid state, which gives you like 1 3/4 seconds of evade, because everything else is pretty much damage and might and quickness and all the things. But if we can get barrier, we still get some healing. We did go for that carbolic composition, which we were looking at before. We still went with symbiotic synergy. The evolve recharges more skills, and more skills deal increased strike damage. Now, we could go for the 2 charges, but honestly, nah. Why would I do that? That's not fun. I haven't used the hammer in that one, but I have got a bomb build, which is also very fun. I'll show you some of the damage on this. Obviously, with the spear, you want to leap into your target first, as you get primary target on them. It's lovely on spell, and then you can get more. Where is it? More burning through lightning rod as well, and I'm gonna mess that up. Don't worry, but it's fine. We get stunned with rolling skies, and we also get more burning with devastator as well, which is pretty lovely. And we get extra vulnerability there as well. And then we're going to go for liquid state. You'll be able to see some of the damage coming out from that, as well as the burning which come out from plasmatic state as well. Let me get the 12 stacks of storm damage. Bleed. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the liquid state. Damn it. Didn't work as well as I wanted it to. But as you can see, it already did kind of a lot of damage just on its own, to be fair. So this is me without a kit. Then we got the barrier, and then we're going to use the heal, and we're going to be fine again. You always want to use 2 when we go in. We got vulnerability there. We got bleeds. All the things, and that's just with the tool belt skills, right? Kind of nuts. I actually used the wrong skill there. You go with the liquid state. Now that's got a bit of a shield on this. I can't really do much. But we'll try and pull out the utilities as well. Can you see that? The utilities and the auto attack. Absolutely nuts. That's wild. What the hell? We need to find a more populated area for the things, really. It's kind of wild. Let's see how this storm goes. Look at the bleed up to 12, 13, 14, 15. Stun break. By the time I get back up, it's probably dead. There you go. There's that start fucking all the way out. Damn. Jesus. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whether or not you really need to go for a kit running around in the world is really up to you, but I don't think you need to. Show you the block as well on here on the looks very cool, honestly. Oh, I got stunned. Whoops. Oh my god. How newbie of me. Restun that. You get this kind of liquid, you get the liquid in front of you, which blocks incoming projectiles and stuff. Actually, it does more than that. Still got the barrier. And we can use that as well to heal. Don't forget, we got to stun this beast, which is one. And we got the gas. Sorry, we got the liquid. Whoa, did you see those? The condition damage is nuts. It's just nuts. That's it. We can block while we're sitting in this storm as well. 9 stacks of bleeding, 4 stacks there. Probably want to get more vulnerability on first before doing that. Look at the condition application. You got up to 24 stacks of bleeding without really trying very hard. They're gonna nerf this. They're gonna nerf it because it's gonna be too much damage, I think. But that's okay. You know, you want it to start out ridiculous so that you can just, you know, pull it back, I guess. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far. There is also a build which I'm playing around with bombs, which I was excited about kind of trying out a bit here and there. Build isn't massively changed. You still got big boomer there. You gain fury when you hit a foe with an explosion. Obviously you need a little bit more tankability in this build, so I have gone for, what have I gone for here? Heal every second when you have barrier, and then you disable an enemy, you get cooldown of evolve reduced, but you could also go for, no, that's probably the best one. You could also go for protection here, but to be fair, with the changes on the bomb kit, which I never went through, actually, and I've gone with Scrapper as well. And there we go, we've got the that damage was nuts. What? Did you see that damage on the hammer? Was actually wild. 3 times 3k smash damage, that's a lot. It's combo finisher twice with the whirl and the blast. And if you use evolve as well, you heal, which is where the bruiser effect comes in. We need to go somewhere we're actually going to get hit a bit more, I think. Someone else doing something. We need to get killed more. What's happening? Can't do this. This is like the wrong zone to do this in. Okay, here we go. Let's get hit a little bit. Potentially, this is gonna be embarrassing if I die. Ooh, okay. Please hurt me. Hit me. There we go. The sound and damage. Oh god. Oh god. Evolve. Shift. Oh my god. It's basically a heal. Like, what the hell? That's nuts. That is actually insane. Well, I don't like saying that as a word. I'm a therapist. I don't like saying that as a word for things, but like, it's like, that is wild. Wow. Holy crap. I mean, I was using it with the barrier, right? So maybe that was with the evolve, don't forget. So let's try it. So remember, you're not going to get that heal without the evolve. Come on. This is like endgame mobs. Come on. 6 stacks of burning. Let's try it now. Okay. Now there's not even that many mobs there either, to be fair. Have a blast. Again, you don't need to use any kits, probably. I mean, you know, but like you can see the amount of fun this is just by using no kits at all. Even versus one mob. Oh no, I didn't evolve, my bad. Now we're evolved. Even with one mob, look, actually it was invulnerable as well, because it was resetting. You're just watching me play the game and just get excited about it. This is great. Oh, I missed the start. Oh, wow. Wow. Just knew I was going in there, didn't you? And then blast. Nice. I missed the field, my bad. Okay, wait. That's just an explosion. That's magnetic bomb, my bad. So let's wait for that cooldown to come back. So things like this, Battlefield is gonna go if I get the chance, but that's fine. Kind of worked. There you go. You can see a blast. Nice. We get the world damage as well, which is kind of awesome. Vulnerability there. Relaxing. Get the big old bomb down. Do that. Get the stun in. You can also then get magnetic aura for defense. Get your, oh wow, and then using this with hammer as well, you're going to be basically unkillable in the open world, which is actually wild. Wow. Okay, let's do evolve. Do. And then the storm. You still get the nice little bit of added condition damage, which isn't like, you know, really that important, but it's still a little bit of extra damage. But everyone, go play Amalgam when the Elite Specializations come out. I just did a 30-minute video of me just gushing about this, basically. So, you know, have fun when it comes out in October. If you want to use the link below for my to support my channel and to support the things I do in Guild Wars 2, feel free to do so. If you want to buy the expansion, I am an ArenaNet partner. Little mini shill, you don't have to. If you don't use mine, please go and use a partner that partner's link that you do enjoy. This has been a ton of fun. Amalgam, probably one of the elite. No, I'm not biased at all, but it's probably one of the best elite specializations that are coming in. Visions of Eternity, the new expansion for Guild Wars 2 in October of 2025. See you on the next one, everyone. Enjoy. Let me know what you thought of Amalgam. I know this was a higgledy-piggledy mess of stuff and thoughts. I probably didn't even go over everything, but I don't really care. So I hope you're well. I hope you're good. I miss your faces, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Oh, and go and check out the Lightbringers podcast. Bye.